Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Josiah Blizzard, wedding photographer, businessman, businessman. Ooh. I'm very glad you joined me today, and I'm just going to be talking about the pros and cons of should you buy your gear or should you rent your gear, and what is all that? Why would you do that? Why would you rent your gear over purchasing it, and vice versa? So it probably won't go too in depth here, but really, I know where you're at. I've been there. I started as a poor photographer who's just trying to make a living doing this and trying to grow their business. And I've been there where I haven't been able to purchase all the gear that I wanted. I haven't been able to buy all the full frame cameras I wanted or buy all the lenses that I wanted. When I was first starting out, I went full time in my business in 2017, but in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, when I was starting to take photography seriously and thinking about making this a career, I didn't have the money. I was still in college or just recently married out of college and didn't have the money to drop 10 grand on gear. And I didn't want to make the choice to take out a loan and go into more debt. I do not think that you need to go into debt and take out a big loan to run a wedding photography business. So we didn't. I did not take out a loan. We are debt-free in our business right now. So I am living proof that it is possible to be debt-free in your business, which is awesome. There's freedom to that. So the question comes up of, if I'm not taking out a loan, how am I gonna buy my gear, or should I rent my gear? And I'm gonna say that you should rent your gear until it's worth it to purchase it. For example, when we were first starting, we didn't have the money to drop $2,000 on a 24-70 or $2,000 on a 70-200. We didn't have the money to do that, and we needed those lenses to be able to capture the moments that we wanted to capture for our couples. So we rented them from a place called lensrentals.com. You can also do this from borrowlenses.com. But we rented those lenses almost, if we had 11 weddings that year, we rented those lenses 11 times. Sure, we probably could have at the end of that year or before that year started even purchased one of those lenses for the price it cost us to rent all of those. But there are times where we were even renting a full frame camera. We were renting multiple pieces of gear at a time, and it just made more sense for us to rent than it would be to buy, because the 70-200 we only use at weddings. We only use those at weddings, and we don't use them any other time. So those are like a wedding only thing. So why would we spend $2,000 on something that we're only going to use a handful of times throughout the year, especially if we're only shooting 10 weddings? Now that changes when you're going to shoot 30 weddings a year, or even 20 weddings a year. It's going to save you money if you actually purchase those outright, right? Before the year starts, you're shooting 20 weddings, and you're going to end up saving money in the long run if you just actually buy the gear. But only do that when you feel comfortable. I would push renting that gear until you feel ready to buy it, until you feel your business is stable enough to afford that purchase cost. That's really what I'm saying. Don't feel like you are stuck in a one option lane. You're stuck in one lane. You're not. You have multiple lanes here. You can rent, you can buy, you can go in on a piece of gear with a friend if you wanted. Like, there's a lot of options for you. So don't be afraid to look at the other alternatives, the other options. You might spend a good chunk of change renting, and you might not own that lens at the end of the year, but you will have saved money, which you could then use the following year to actually purchase that piece of gear. It's all about doing what's right for you, what's right for your business, what's right for your family. I can't say what is right for you or what's wrong for you, so you have to make that decision on your own. But don't be afraid to rent if you need to rent. We did it for a couple of years, and it was the best decision we made because we did not want to go into debt for our business. We didn't want our business to own us in the sense. So that's it, guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this at least gets the conversation starting. And if you've kind of been stressed about renting or buying, I hope this at least alleviates some of that stress. So please comment below if you have any questions. Would love to talk about this a little bit more and kind of hear some of your insight and what you guys are thinking about this. And if this video was helpful, please like it, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.